Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Wednesday, the 29th of May. Well, we had a good day on Tuesday. Let's move on. The only thing I would like you to do is, if you could just click like, I would appreciate it. I'm not asking you to subscribe, to comment. I would like you to do. I'd like to do all three, but if you just like the video, I would really appreciate it. If you want to, there's a buy me a coffee link below. I will much sooner you like the video than leave me buy me a coffee. Let's see if we can get more eyes on these videos. So let me get straight into it. This is for Valentino Lee, so I'm going to get straight into it. So it's a 7p each way, lucky 63, and to make it to £10, I've had a 59p each way single on the first runner. So the first selection is Visibility at 22 to 1 in the 210 at Beverley, paying 4 places instead of 3. This could well be a non-runner. It ran today, as in Tuesday the 28th, and it didn't come anywhere. It didn't do anything. Hold on. I've got a fly. Sorry. It's ran very well in the past at Beverley in the past when I backed it, and I think it just finished out the placings when it was outside of the lot. I tipped it at something like 33s or 50s. That means nothing come tomorrow's race. If it is a non-runner, I also like, if you haven't placed a bet by then, I also like a horse called Hougemont. But Visibility is the first pick. Hougemont's about 10 to 1. Sorry, there's a fly. Right. Second selection is Naypoint at 13 to 2 in the 240 at Beverley. I saw this horse run last time, and it was quite fancy. I think it was 7 to 2. And you can look at the race. If you go to At the Races and type this horse's name in, it ran at Newcastle, and he was trying to get cover for it, but he didn't get a single bit of cover whatsoever. And this horse ran free in the middle of the track, and this day it was fancied, and it just weakened tamely. Well, it's drawn 1, so it's either going to go to the front and get no cover, or is going to get plenty of cover and be mid-pack. I do like the Ed Bethel team, and I do think this horse is probably capable of better than that. Connor Beasley rode it last time, and he rides it again, so I think it's got a sniff. The next selection is Beltane at 11 to 2 in the 10 past 3 at Beverley. This horse I think it's got a cracking chance on form. It's very well handicapped. I believe it's Mick Appleby's stable. I believe it's drawn low. And this is probably the one most on form out the first 3 that I fancy on form. It's a stingy price at 11 to 2. I think they've just priced it up as that just because they're scared in case they give it out a bit too big, because it seems like there's so many horses too low in price, too short in price. So 11 to 2. Come post time, it could be 2 to 1 favourite. I don't think it's going to go that short, but I do think 11 to 2 is stingy. The next selection is Scariff at 7 to 1 in the 340 at Beverley, paying 4 places instead of 3. Holy Doyle's on board. It's drawn 1, and I think it could run a good race. That's about it with that one. Tiberio Force at 11 to 1 in the 10 past 4 at Beverley, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse I think should be about 16 to. I think they've ripped me off with the price, but I take the prices because if I place this is a 7p each way, lucky 63. It's not a bet where I can place it once and leave the prices and place it again and take all the prices, because it comes to too much money, because it comes to £20 in total, or £16, £17 something. So I've decided to take the prices, and I've decided to moan about it. So the Tiberio Force at 11 to 1. I think it's got a chance. I think it's Simon Whittaker, the trainer, and is okay up north. And finally, Defence Treaty at 10 to 1 in the 440 at Beverley, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse is definitely interesting as well. It's been running okay on the weather, on the all weather. It's also recently won on the all weather, but it's also been in the past rated much higher, or a decent amount higher. If this horse gets an easy lead, it could be very difficult to pass. And that's it. And that is it for Wednesday. So I'm not quite sure if there'll be a video for Thursday, because I haven't even looked at the races. But If you give me a like, if you could give me a subscribe, if you could give me a comment or buy me a coffee, it would all be appreciated. So we're 5 minutes in. Give me a 5 minutes in the comments if you want, if you listened this far. So the very best of luck. Valentino Lee, did you back Tuesday's selections? Instead of telling me to hurry up for waffling, did you show a profit? Let me know in the comments. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, eating a pizza, catching flies, over and out. Cheers, mate.